Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Two Dope Nerds podcast. My name is Erik.
And I'm Josh.
And we are here to bring you our weekly look into whatever we feel like, whatever we feel like talking about. We've just established that this podcast is just going to be whatever we want to talk about, but specifically in the things we like to do, like play video games.
Eat chicken wings.
I'm
telling you, winging it. It's happening.
We're gonna do a winging it episode.
And I'm telling you, it's a series of episodes. We have to do a bunch because mad chicken wings.
Right. But we want to make it so that people demand it when it happens.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
We have to have like a wing extravaganza.
Yeah.
Episode.
Yeah, we have to have people wanting it.
It's a super special event. You get to listen to us eat chicken wings.
And just do what we do now, but with chicken wings.
In front of us.
And what we could do like different sauces. Like we could do barbecue, like honey mustard, like fucking, this is a nice flavor.
Garlic parm.
Garlic parm. Lemon pepper wet.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know any of the wing sauces.
I'm fat, man.
I never fucked with wing sauce.
I fuck
wing sauce.
I fuck with some wing sauce, man.
I always thought Wingstop had something to do with GameStop, and that's why I avoided it.
You're traumatized by GameStop?
I was like, nah, I fucked around and worked at GameStop for way too long. I'm not fucking with a Wingstop.
What is it about your GameStop horror? Is it like PTSD?
No, it's a fucking trash job. Like from the outside, everybody's like, yeah, you work around video games, yeah, but like you got to deal with like a bunch of fucking bullshit like constantly, and it has nothing to do with video games. Like
I specifically, you're probably talking about like the quotas and shit.
Yes, the monkey on your back that's fucking your district manager going, you didn't sell enough subscriptions, why are you not offering a subscription? Like, because literally the second I went to say it, the guy said, no, I don't want that. So what the fuck did you want me to do, keep saying it? Like, I can't jump across the counter and be like, yeah, you're gonna buy this fucking magazine. Like,
if it wasn't the magazine, they wanted you to sign up for their reward system.
It was all bundled.
It was all together.
Yeah, you get the magazine with the rewards card and the discounts.
And now
like, they want you to fucking shovel that shit down people's throats. Yeah. So like it's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like what they taught you, because I used to do call center work.
Yeah, it's like a call center face to face.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But that doesn't work because fucking people aren't going to fucking just hang up. They're going to try and fucking fight you.
Right, yeah. like, no, I get it because I know I know going into GameStop, that used to be the thing. Like, bro, don't ask me if I want the fucking I don't want the magazine, man, bro.
Like I fucking have to. Like it's not my fault. Like I don't give a fuck if you want the magazine or not.
And the thing is though, like, it's one thing, like, I'd be like, I understand it's your job, right? But then you get the one person who, like, believes in the system. Like,
who literally thinks that, like, okay, if I only mention it 7 times,
yeah, like, and then I'm like,
I can trick him,
right? Yeah, and at that point, it's like, now I know you're being a dick. Like, now I know you're fucking with me. You think I'm some sort of robot that's just gonna be like, oh, you said it 7 times, I'm definitely gonna take the magazine now, and I'm not. But how long did you work at GameStop?
Seasonal for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
I was like just like a month or so, and like that was kind of cool because I worked there. I think I was like 17 maybe, and I didn't have to like do anything. I couldn't touch the register, but I like did the walls, which was fucking like ridiculous because it was holidays. Nobody gave a fuck. Like they just grab a box and like chuck it across the fucking store before they walked out. Like no one cared. But I also got to display the PSP at the time. It had just come out, and they gave me like a lanyard with one on it, and I got to like actually play it on the floor. To be like, hey, buy one of these. Like, check this shit out. I'm playing Madden, or like I'm playing Final Fantasy, or whatever the fuck it was. That was kind of cool. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a good job. Fucking turned 18, reapplied to like work there, and I think I worked there for like 2 years because like I was trying to get some promotion that they kept giving to new fucking people. And like one like the last straw was they had me train somebody for a promotion that they had passed me over for.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow, fuck this place. And they like they went to like cut hours one week or some shit, and they were like, "Oh, you have these days," and I was like, "No, I don't. I don't fucking work here anymore." And I just left.
Wow. Did you confront them like, hey, why are you giving this person? Why are you training? Why are you having me train this person?
No, because they kept fucking like the structure of GameStop doesn't make any fucking sense. Like managers were there for like months.
Right.
Like they would just have a store manager there who would promote a bunch of people and then leave. And then a new store manager would come in, promote some random ass motherfuckers and then leave. Or be fired, or quit, or transferred. Like the structure there makes no fucking sense.
Wow.
It's a revolving door of people. Like,
wow. And I mean, now they're not doing so hot.
That's why nothing fucking makes sense there. Like,
yeah, I mean, but the business model. I mean, I can't remember. It's been years since.
But once you go through an entire fucking city of people,
oh yeah,
then you run out of employees.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
At a certain point, fucking, you can't fucking have a revolving door of employees. Like, you have to stick to a fucking number of people that are going to be there for an extended period of time. Like,
most definitely, I'm surprised I didn't work at GameStop at one point. Because I was just always in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you fucking dropped an application in one of those fucking drawers.
I did, but I could just like, cause like the thing is,
they used to fucking the drawer was like legit full for years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because it was probably everybody like, oh, I wanted working in video games. This is cool. I remember when it was like EB Games before it was GameStop in there.
Software, etc.
I remember Software, etc. Dude.
And Funko Land was the outside one.
Wow.
I remember that.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, I bought Super Nintendo games from Funko.
That was at the time our local mall had like the dip, like it had like the traditional like step into, and there was a fountain.
Yeah.
And I remember because we were still living down south and we came up to visit relatives here. And we went to the mall and I pestered my mom to get us. We had just got the Sega Genesis, but we didn't have any games. I think we bought some fucking Looney Tunes game. Like it was like with the Tasmanian.
Sega Genesis and like Super Nintendo games were fucking expensive when they came out.
I just remember two things I remember when it comes to the Sega Genesis. I remember when NBA Jam came out, and that was a game changer. And I remember beating Street Fighter. But the way I beat M. Bison was I basically just fucking used E Honda and spammed the fucking punch. E Honda punch. Like, yeah. I don't know if that was the actual strategy of what you were supposed to do, but with no...
I mean, whatever works.
Yeah.
The strategy is whatever works. Literally, that's the strategy of fighting games. Like,
that's the thing, because like I would use everybody else, but I can never beat M. Bison. And then finally I figured out, well, I'll just spam.
I mean, as Ryu, it's down forward punch, down forward light punch, down forward light punch, down forward light punch. Like, you just keep doing the little rotation from down to forward and pressing that button.
Well, my brain was like,
shoot a fireball.
My brain was like, nah, fuck that.
With Guile, it's either hold down and like duck, and then up kick and do the fucking bison kick. I mean, the fucking what's it called? Sonic Boom? No, that's his actual.
That's like, the clap.
That's the hold back and the forward punch. What the fuck is his kick called? Mock kick, something like that.
Yeah, it was the.
He just does the little
kick.
flip. He just does a little flip kick. Yeah, you can just do that and just wait for M. Bison to fucking jump towards you and then mock kick.
It's funny you bring up fighting games because I just started playing Tekken 7 again. Like
I thought about streaming that, but I was like, I don't know.
Like I would never stream playing against anyone online because I would just get washed.
We should play. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play. You started playing Tekken 7. Let's go.
I would just get washed. Nah, I'm telling you, Josh.
I haven't played Tekken since it came out.
But it's not the game though with you. It's never the game with you. It's the way your brain works. You just, as soon as you pick up a controller or you get on a keyboard and a mouse, you fucking tap into the mainframe and it's just like, I've got this shit figured out. You know, like what's the last game that gave you frustrating difficulty? Mortal Shell. That was the most recent?
That was on stream, yeah. Only because, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, that game was hard. Like, they don't really explain anything. They're kind of just like, you're a ghost or something. Like, go get bodies, I guess. And then I I didn't know that you had to upgrade them or that like you could upgrade them. You could make new weapons for them and shit. Like I had no idea. So like literally the whole first day of stream was me super underleveled trying to kill really strong enemies. Like I was still killing them all, but it would have been so much easier if I like leveled up or like got a new weapon or something. So I was like with the base equipment, level fucking 1, just like dying mad times, going like, why is it so fucking hard? Like this game is crazy hard. Then at the end, like literally towards the end of the stream, I unlock like one of the weapons, and I'm like, oh, if I hold square right here, I can upgrade. I can like level up pretty much and make myself stronger.
That's crazy.
Shit.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
And then everything just got way easier after
I
that.
haven't really played it since then.
No, you've been grinding. Well, not really grinding, but I guess you call it grinding at the Avengers. Did you
yeah, I mean I've been just trying to do the challenge cards and shit to get the microtransaction currency.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I'm up to 3,900, so it's pretty bad.
Jesus
I mean, it's
Christ.
pretty good.
I'm thinking about maybe like later tonight I'll probably just stream me like leveling up shit because I did the main story and everything.
Yeah.
So it's now just me like having to level shit up.
Same.
So I might just stream that just to like chill.
Yeah, my Iron Man is almost max level, like max power level.
Right.
At 150, I think you get a trophy for it.
Nice.
At 149.
Nice.
So I have like a couple more upgrades and then I'm done.
Sick.
And I'm also trying to like level everybody to 50. While like doing their challenge cards.
Nice.
So far, like the Hulk is the closest at 34.
Jeez. Before we started recording, we were looking at like PC parts, and the big thing now is the new RTX cards that are out.
I mean, it's not really the big thing because like nobody has them.
Nobody has them because nobody can get them,
Yeah,
but
they're all on eBay.
Yeah, as soon as they are available,
Right.
they're probably gonna be massed, sold out anyway.
Right.
But
like right now, they're on eBay for like $700 extra.
Yeah, like.
So nobody.
But
has
do you
them.
think are there any like there can't be PC enthusiasts that will pay double just to get it?
I'm sure there's somewhere. There's somebody
that
rich
would
enough,
be just
but it's
ridiculous.
You know.
Are you planning on upping any of your? Because what do you have now? What are you running?
I have a 2060 Super, and yeah, I'm going to get the 3080 when it's like available for retail.
Right.
I think I heard from a Best Buy employee that they were going to get some in store, so I might try that.
Really?
But it seems fucking damn near impossible to buy anything in store nowadays.
Yeah.
Anyway. Like,
I mean, it's what they keep calling that new normal.
Yeah.
You know, everything is.
Order it online.
Yeah.
Have it sent to the store. That's the most confusing thing to me is the option to go to a store and then have an item delivered to the store instead of my house.
Right. Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would I make that trip? Like,
right.
Why would I choose to come here and accept a delivery that I could accept at my home?
Right.
Like, if you're gonna fucking give me that option, just send it to my house. Like, don't even fucking waste your time. If you don't have it right now for me to get, just send it to me. Like, the only reason I came here to this fucking building is to grab the physical item and leave with it. Like, I didn't come here to order it online and have it delivered here so I could come back here at a later date and
they're
take
just
it from
making you waste your gas at that point.
Yeah, like, that's a whole extra step for no reason. Like, why is that even an option?
I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is just crazy because, like, I'm definitely not one of those people that is like, oh, this whole pandemic was make-believe. They brought it up. But I do feel like there are certain companies that definitely benefited from the fact that everybody really has to stay home and can congregate in big stores. Companies like Amazon, I know probably their stock went through the fucking roof. You know, because then everybody started, and tech companies too, because I started streaming in the middle of the pandemic.
Everybody did.
Everybody.
Like 90% of Twitch's current fucking streamers started about 6-7 months ago. Like,
that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna stay home. Okay. Well, everything in Amazon was sold out for like mad long. Microphones, fucking pop filters, mic arms.
You can't even get pop filters, bro.
Literally, I was like, literally, ring lights, like all that shit was sold out or super expensive for no reason.
Yeah,
because everybody started streaming.
Yeah, the one thing I ran into was a lot of price gouging. I couldn't find. Finally, I found Best Buy. I had to do the thing you did. I had to get it delivered to the store because they wouldn't deliver it to my house. And this
which that makes no sense when it's not even an option.
Yeah, and it wasn't an option. It was like,
if you can deliver it fucking 20 minutes down the street from me, why can't you just bring it here?
So, and this was like in the thick of the pandemic, so I had to take an Uber to Best Buy. I couldn't get out of the Uber because you can't go in the store.
Yeah, curbside.
You curbside it, and then they're like, okay, well, who are you? What are you picking up? They go get you the shit that you paid for that they could have easily just sent to your house. And that's how I got my capture card, which is a whole nother fucking issue on its own. Thanks, Elgato. Yeah, everything was just price gouge. I remember my webcam. I had to go through a Chinese warehouse, like wholesaler, which I didn't know it was legit. Because I was like,
you just weren't sure.
I just wasn't sure because everything is price gouged. So this camera, the Logitech C922, was price gouged to holy hell. I managed to find it through a random Google search, and it was only like $105, right? I bought it, and then I'm looking into the shit that I'm buying, and I'm seeing that it's coming from China. And first off, like I said, it's the thick of the pandemic, so I'm like, holy shit, my webcam gonna come in with coronavirus. Like, am I gonna have to like?
That's not how.
I know that's not how it works. But the way at that point, like everybody was fucking.
There's gonna be a fucking green like toxic anime cloud as soon as you open the box. It just comes out. Oh no! I'm breathing it in. Watch out!
But like, so I was talking to people on Instagram, and dude was like, I was talking to somebody on Instagram. He was like, dude, if it says Logitech on the front, you good. So I'm waiting.
It says Logitech on the front, does it?
Yeah, it says Logi. It says Logi. Yeah, so we're good. We're Gucci. But the thing was, like, I had to wait mad long because it was coming from China. And then I was checking. I do the one thing everybody does when they buy something online. They instantly start checking the tracking.
Right.
So I've been checking the tracking. And this motherfucker says delivered. But I'm like, I don't have it. And then I look and it says, oh, it was delivered to some address in California. And I'm like, two things. I'm mad because I've been waiting for this thing. And then delivered to California implies that I'm a fucking idiot and can't properly input my address into.
Oh, you'd be surprised. As somebody who literally's job is to take addresses that people send in and put them to paper, you'd be surprised how many people don't fucking know to give an actual physical address. Motherfuckers are giving me emails, just numbers. Like it'll just be 4 numbers where like their street address should be. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, how am I supposed to figure out like where your house is?
Oh man, but it was delivered to California.
I get a lot of emails though. People are just like,
that's your job though.
People are like, no. I'm saying I get a lot of like, it's like we need your physical address, and they're like, it's bloopity bloop at dumbass.com and send their email as their address. Like, we don't want their email address. We can't send you your physical copies of shit with your email address. Like,
we can't send you PDFs, bro.
Yeah, like could you? It's like bewilders me when I see that, because I'm like, you expected this to get delivered to you. Like, how? How did you, when you were typing your email address, like, how the fuck did you come to the conclusion, like, yeah, they'll know where to send it?
To this place in the on the web space, the infinite vast.
It's amazing.
Oh,
but
man.
Go ahead.
But fuck. I don't know where I was. Oh, the webcam. So like, I'm mad because of course it's coming from China, so it takes like a month to get here. So I'm waiting for this webcam because I know I need it to make the stream better. And then on top of that, it says it's delivered, and it's delivered to somewhere in California. So that implies that I'm a dummy and I don't know how to input my own address. So now I'm mad. So the whole time I'm trying to get in contact with this website, but the website is based in China. So it's like, how the fuck, You know, so I look through my emails and it says that the order form, which is just plain text, it's no sort of fucking, you know, website, you know, nice with pictures. It's just it's just a plain text.
Like, it looks like a text document.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's exactly what it is.
There's like no links or anything.
No
email,
link.
contact
It just says
information.
you ordered this on this date. It is confirmed and it is paid for. Here's the tracking number. And I didn't scroll all the way down, but it says if you have any questions about your order, reply to this email. So I spend a week replying to that email like, yo, you motherfuckers either better send me my money or my camera,
freaking out,
or I'm hitting up the Better Business Bureau.
that's the main threat.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Say, like whenever my mom has any issue with anything, she's like, I'm gonna hit the I'm gonna call the Better Business Bureau. Oh yeah, you'll talk now. Like, that's her like go-to.
That's all I gotta mom it out because at that point that's all I got.
That's her go-to. Like. Every time she like calls me with an issue, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call the Better Business Bureau on them."
At that point, like that's my only.
Like, you better get them. You better get them. Stick them on there.
That's my only play card. So at that point, I gotta spruce it up and make it look real dangerous. Like we getting real active.
Yeah, I know the Better Business Bureau personally. I know the leader of that shit.
I know Mr. Triple B himself.
Exactly.
Like
I know head BBB, bruh. So
we about to get active. Like send me my camera.
You gonna be on your shit, son. Make your business better. The whole bureau is about to make your business better.
I fucking imagine it like a war table, like the Avengers, like all in like 3-piece suits, like
all in favor of abolishing this business. Aye.
And they just fucking
gavel.
They just send in nuke and just fucking.
They all just press a button and cancel it. It's done. No more business in the United States. Chinese website.
So right when I give up, like
I'm gonna call it Better Business Bureau. The Chinese website was like, do it. We'll shut this whole shit down.
Like, yo,
bruh, we'll have a new name. We'll have a new name and website up in about 15 seconds.
Either that or they're like, bro, you can't speak Cantonese. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, yo.
Yeah, send them over here.
Send them over here. Where you gonna send them?
Send them Better Business Bureau to China.
First off, no motherfucker from the Better Business Bureau is touching China anything. So you're like, yo, you got to go to China and handle this shit. They're like, no.
We'll email them.
Yeah. There you go.
We'll send them a strongly worded email.
That's right. And when we're like, we need the physical address, they'll just send us an email back with their email address.
Oh, we don't have it. Here's the website. Here's when it was made. This is
But eventually I ended up getting the camera. So what I basically surmised was they sent it from China to California and then to my house.
Right. I've had something similar happen where I was going to WrestleMania 27. And I wanted to be dope for Atlanta. Like, I wanted to be fly as hell. So I ordered like a couple pairs of shoes, right? And like hats for each one.
My man wanted to fit.
Yeah, legit. Like I bought like legit fits for like each day that I was going to be in Atlanta for WrestleMania.
Was going in hot.
It was my first WrestleMania, so I was super hyped. And like I bought these like 3 pairs of shoes, and it was a white pair, a gray pair, and a black pair, right? And fucking I was waiting for them, like I was tracking them shits. And all of a sudden it said that they were delivered somewhere in Virginia. And I was like, fuck, like I need these like the day that they, like I needed these the day that they were supposed to be delivered because I was leaving the next day.
Right.
So I was like, I hit them up and I was like, this shit said it was delivered to Virginia. Like I literally need them on this day. Like, what's up? Like, can you guys ship me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you expedite these to me and like so I can get them fast. And they were like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. We're sorry for the mix up, whatever. They sent me the pairs of shoes, right? And as I like go out to get the pairs of shoes, I notice in the back, like where they drop the packages and shit, there's another like bag there with like boxes in it. And I was like, the fuck is this? Right? So I bring both bags in and it's 6 pair of shoes. And I only paid for 3 pair.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, dope.
That recently happened to my brother. He bought this amp. And it's an amp that works with your smartphone to do all types of shit. Like, you don't have to have extra pedals or anything like that.
You can control it all digitally.
Right. it was like a $200 plus amp, and it's like state of the art.
Mm-hmm.
They sent it to the wrong address, so he's like bugging the fuck
out.
out.
Yeah.
He's bugging out. He's hitting up FedEx. The company that he bought the amp from, really the only way you can get in contact with them is through email, blah, blah, blah. But that happened to him. And again, it's in the middle of the pandemic, which makes things 10 times worse. And what ended up happening was they just, they refunded him the money and sent him the amp.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah.
So I mean, there are companies that fucking fix it.
Best Buy tried to get me to buy a second controller one time when one of mine got lost in the mail. Like I ordered a purple controller, and then like it said it was delivered, or no, it said it was at this post office for like 3 days, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it was supposed to be here. So like 4 days after the fact, I call Best Buy, and the lady's saying that like I need to buy another controller or pay them for another controller and then bring back the extra one when it gets there. And I was like, what if it never shows up? Like, no, I'm not fucking giving you, I'm not buying 2 controllers to only get one. Like, you're crazy as hell. Like, no, there's no way in hell that you're charging me again for this controller that I never received. Like, it says on the tracking information that it's at this post office, like just there. It never left there.
Right.
Like, so what the fuck? Like, how are you trying to get me to buy another one? Like, no. I was like, what I want? I was like, what I want to happen? Like, I had to legit, like...
Yeah, that's when you
get
active.
And it's fucked up, because, like, I don't like doing that. Like, I'm a very calm and, like, collected person. Like, I don't fucking get hype when it comes to, like, customer service shit. But, like, like, there was a barrier. There was, like, a barrier of understanding. And, like, I couldn't get over it. I was just like, no, like it never showed up. Like, like I'm not trying to get an extra controller. I'm trying to get the controller that I paid for. Right. And then she was like, no, you gotta buy, or we're gonna charge you for another one. And then I was like, here, I'm sorry that I have to do this. And I literally apologized before I kind of got into it. I was like, I'm sorry I have to do this. But can I speak to your manager? And she was like, well, the manager is not available. Let's see if, and I was like, okay, well, what I need to happen for this shit to be resolved, I was like, what I need to happen for this to be resolved is I need you to send me a controller, and I need to receive a controller, right? And I'm not going to Best Buy to return anything or bring anything back. I just need one controller that I paid for already. That's what I need to happen. And she's like, okay, we'll send you another one, and your card won't be charged. And I was like, okay, thank you. Like, we
got it.
Yeah, legit. Like, I was just like, I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm not bringing nothing back to Best Buy. I'm not going to Best Buy again. I'm not, like, the whole reason that I ordered it online is so that I could get it sent to me. Like, I'm not going to a store. Like, literally what I, like, explained that I said made no sense earlier. Like, I was like, I'm not taking any extra steps. Like, I want this delivered to my house. That's where I paid for. I paid for it online. It's already paid for. I just want the shit that I bought.
It's like
send it to me. Like,
and it's like dealing with like Spicoli, just like.
Yeah, I was just like, nothing else can resolve this issue. Like, we can't do it any other way. Send me the shit I paid for, and I'm gonna stay at my house and receive it. That's it. Like,
oh man!
Except I didn't use really any expletives. Like, I was just
but in your head.
Yeah, in my head, I was just like, what is so fucking complicated to understand? Like I wanted to say that to them, but I don't. Like, I never do. I mean, but I'm just like, what? Like, why are you having such a hard time with this? I never got the shit that I paid for. Send me something so that I can receive it. Like, it's why would I have to go back to Best Buy? Like,
there's the thing is, what I've learned when I am working my former job, because what happened with us is Geek Squad from Best Buy specifically evolved from when it started in its genesis was a place you could take your equipment if it needed to be fixed. Right. Present day Geek Squad is basically, we'll kind of tell you what's wrong with your computer, but ultimately we're just going to tell you to send it back to the manufacturer, and we're going to charge you like $400 extra.
My nephew tried to go to Geek Squad before me, and I was like,
why
are you wasting money?
Don't go to Geek Squad. Pro tip: if you have,
I literally told him what they were gonna do, and it was the same thing that I was gonna do when he brought it to me. And when he finally ended up bringing his computer to me, I was like, so what did Geek Squad do? And he's like, oh, they just like opened it up and then checked the light and then said it was like my RAM.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did you replace your RAM? He's like, yeah. I was like, does it work? He's like, no. I was like, so you just wasted what, $130 on some consultation bullshit?
Yeah,
like...
their consultation fee. Basically, our Geek Squad here, if my job, what they would do is if anybody brought in something that, you know, that it would be taking advantage of them to say send it back to the manufacturer, pay extra for it. It'd be like fucking you're ripping an old person off. They would say go down the street to where I worked at a computer repair IT infrastructure place, and that's what we do. We fix the computers. Right. So pro tip, if there's something wrong with your computer, don't go to Geek Squad. Research and see.
You could legit just pull out your phone and fucking YouTube it.
You could YouTube it,
or Google it, and I promise you, there's videos that'll show you exactly what's wrong and how to fix it.
But a lot of people are hesitant, you know, in
I don't understand why. Like, you can literally watch somebody else do it,
because
and then fucking.
Because to people who are...
Your shit's broken. How much worse could it get? It's already broken. Try and fix it. If you can't, then what?
That's the
You're
one
in the
thing.
Same boat. Like,
that's the one thing.
Nothing.
That's the one thing that people don't understand too a lot about computers is a lot of people that know a lot about computers are just self-taught.
And
or Google.
It's nothing that you can like learn really.
Right.
Like
that's the thing.
When you put a computer together, shit could be wrong for no reason. Yeah. And then you're just like, oh, let me fucking pull out the RAM and dust it off real quick and then put it back in. Oh, now everything works fine.
But the thing is, like, for me, all you really have to do is type whatever symptoms your computer is having into Google, and it'll give
like
you.
I said, it'll tell you.
It'll give you a bunch of them, and then you use selective reasoning. Now, most of the search results are pointing towards this, so it's a good indication that it may be this. So then you research more on that, and it's honestly, like you said, you can just figure it out through Google. But I understand older people with technology, they see the money value of it, and they don't want to fuck it up more than it is already fucked up.
Right.
Which is mainly the reason why at my last job, I had to deal with a lot of older people using America Online still, and just generally...
AOL discs.
Yeah, just generally fucking their shit up.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you still on dial-up?
No, they would be on...
It's 2000. It's 2019.
No, these people would have high-speed internet access, but refuse to deviate from the AOL structure of the internet.
I like my chat room.
Yeah. So it was...
I really enjoy my midnight chat.
Trust me, you would think working at a IT help desk place where you repair computers is chill. You don't see some crazy shit.
But I mean, no. I can imagine.
You'd be surprised. You see some crazy shit.
I was gonna say, I can imagine just engrossness of computers.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
I can already imagine it.
Don't even get me started on the hygiene of some of these people. We literally had a guy come in around our age, a gamer, had a pretty nice tower. But the motherfucker was just caked in dust, and it wasn't working because it fucking looked like Chernobyl was about to come out that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's exactly it. People shit.
But we did not realize that once we opened this motherfucker, a horde of cockroaches just
yuck.
fucking and I'm not talking about 3 or 4. It was so bad that we had to call the exterminator, because once these motherfuckers got out of this computer, they were like, we're free and we're just gonna fuck and reproduce. Ugh. Because these motherfuckers...
They weren't dead?
No, they were living.
Like,
they were alive,
dude,
bro.
When I fucking worked at BlockBuster, we had a fucking movie that was returned, and it was like 4 years overdue. And I was like, what the fuck? And when I opened the case, it was full of dead roaches. And I fucking just dropped that bitch. And I was like, yo, somebody's got to clean this shit up, because no. I was like, because nah, not doing this shit today. No. And I legit just went to the back and like started fucking destroying DVDs.
Wow.
I was
But
well, I mean, like destroying DVDs is a thing. It's like a job.
oh,
After a certain run of movies at Blockbuster, like when Blockbuster existed, they would have like 40 copies of like a new movie or whatever, right? And then like after a few weeks, they would cut that down. So like 30 copies of that movie we would have to fucking take the boxes, bring them in, like stack them in the back, or like pull them off the walls or whatever,
right?
And then literally put discs through a shredder.
Now, what was the purpose of putting it through the shredder? Because
so that people couldn't steal them or shit out of the trash and like reuse them.
My fucking degenerate mind is like, we making a deal out of this motherfucker.
Right. But you had to do it. Like you had to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to, but that didn't stop me from taking one home.
There's cameras.
Yeah.
All in the store, in the back.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, like there was no way you were getting away with that and keeping your job. And I don't give a fuck about DVDs. Like,
but that's just crazy. Like, well. We can't do anything.
Capitalism, bro.
Yeah, we can't do anything with these DVDs. They work fine.
Instead of fucking like throwing them away or whatever,
or just reselling them.
You literally punch holes in them with a machine. You like put them in, and it punches holes in the disc, and they come out the other side, and then you throw them all in a trash bag.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why Blockbuster's out of business. Fucking idiots. Anyway.
Why are a lot of the places you used to work at out of business for being fucking idiots?
What are you talking about?
What was worse?
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? GameStop's not out of business. It still exists.
GameStop's on its last leg, though.
You're saying that, but I mean, I worked there fucking like 6 years ago. And Blockbuster was my first job 12 to 14 years ago. So...
What was worse, GameStop or Blockbuster?
They don't exist because they fucking failed years after I left them. It's not like I left them and a week later they were fucking out of business.
No, that's exactly what happened. As soon as you left it, like the business model. We needed Josh. That was the point.
He was keeping the shit together. He was the glue.
He was the glue of our
GameStop's fucking dumb and Blockbuster's fucking dumb and they were wasting a bunch of money and that's
But what was worse to work at?
Blockbuster wasn't that bad.
No?
I actually enjoyed Blockbuster. There was just like weird shit like that road shit would happen, and like after that, like I mean, other than that, like shit was pretty chill.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't that bad of a job.
I can't imagine like, you know,
what?
It's such a like a niche sort of deal. Like, oh, you go to a place to go rent a movie.
Yeah,
like,
it was kind of cool. I don't know. They let you like rent a bunch of movies. Like you got like 5 a week and one free game.
Nice.
So like. I was watching shit tons of movies.
Yeah, the employee incentive was, you know.
Yeah, I was coming home and just watching like random ass movies.
Yeah, they're like, how you know about that movie, man?
I was really good at that too. Like I was really good at somebody coming up to me and like describing the general plot of a movie and me going, oh yeah, it's that movie. And then going and getting it for them. Like, I used to be a fucking monster at that.
Josh was IMDb before IMDb
for real.
even
like, I
existed.
legit was. Like, they'd be like, oh, there's a guy and like, he's like on a mountain and I don't know. He's like fighting wolves. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's this movie. Like,
I got you.
like, oh yeah, that is it. With Liam Neeson.
I've never had. I mean, my last job working at the computer place, it was pretty chill. But the thing is, it was so local. So
yeah. I mean, so was Blockbuster. Like I had a lot of regulars and shit. Like
right, but the thing was like I could never do the cool shit that my coworkers were doing, which is basically they would go out to these places, and we were also an IT infrastructure place. So a lot of the businesses in our town here, we run their IT.
Oh, okay.
You know, like off-site. Like instead of having an in-house IT, they call us basically. Right. And that to me would be the cooler aspect of my job. Yeah. And I was always under the impersonation like they were going to train me to get to that place. And then I figured out, nah, not really. Right. They just need you here. You're a body. If you really want to learn this shit, you got to research it and get your certifications on your own, it was straight. But I had so much downtime. There's only so much you can do on the internet at work. Yeah. And not only that, but I generally dealt with people who had no idea about computers. They were just buying computers because we've been trained.
They're all around us.
Yeah, we've been trained that you need some sort of computer device to survive. Whether that's true or not,
it is.
It is. Then that's a great segue, because last night I watched a documentary that's on Netflix. It's called The Social Dilemma.
Oh, you know what? I saw a bunch of people were
a bunch of people were talking.
Really.
It fucked me up. It fucked me up because.
He's about to close his Twitch.
No, you know what? We'll get to that. But the whole basis.
We'll get to me cancel my Twitch.
No, I'm not gonna do that because I got nothing else. I got nothing else to live for, people. I'm on my last. But like the whole
start up that OnlyFans.
Yeah, at that point, that's all I got left is OnlyFans. I generally live life with not a lot of ammo in my back pocket, so I either gotta call the Better Business Bureau. I gotta start an OnlyFans because this is the only ammo I got left.
Get on them crutches and start twerking.
After that, I'm just literally a body. You know, I'm literally a social security number. But anyway, the whole basis of this documentary is telling us what we already know about how companies and they collect our data and they mine our data. But the more meat of this documentary was how social media apps and companies like Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, how they've figured out a way to what they call hack the consumer's mind psychologically. They use certain tactics within their apps to literally hack the way your brain functions. You know, it could be something as simple as, you know, if you have a notification on your phone, it has that little red number of how many notifications you have. Right. The reason it's red is because red is a trigger in your brain that it's something serious.
It's also one of the most noticeable colors to the eye.
Right, exactly. So that's one way how they trick you. Another way they trick you is they use the photo tagging feature, because if you get a message, if you get a notification on your phone that says so-and-so has tagged you in a picture, your instant thought is, which picture did they tag me in? Now, logically thinking, as someone said in the documentary, why can't they put that picture right in the notification? Why does it take that extra step for you to go on the app to see what photo it is? You know? And once you go on that app, once you open that app, whatever app it is, you're making this company money. It's the basis of it is the consumer is no longer somebody that buys a product. If you use their platform, you are automatically a consumer. Even though you think it's for free, it's not really for free, because what you're sacrificing is your general mind. Your general psychosis. Your brain. Your general psychosis. And what they were doing is, it was a documentary that had sort of film elements in it. So
see, that's why I don't fuck with social media. You always like criticize me and chastise me. You're like, yo, you don't use your Twitter. You don't post on Instagram. What's going on? You don't use your social media. Look, a bunch of brainwashed ass fucking zombies. I gotta post the newest salad on Instagram right now.
No. Here's the thing. They would use certain.
You watching documentaries, blowing your mind. I'm just sitting there like, exactly, fucking dummies. Look.
They were using certain film cinematics. So they had this family, right? And the basis around this family is that there was a section, like the younger kids were totally tapped into their phones. They couldn't put them down. The younger kid was like
one of the reasons that I really don't know if I want children.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to like raise a fucking tech zombie.
Right. That's literally what it is.
And it's unavoidable, because even if you teach your kid that like it's sometimes or whatever, as soon as they go to like school or anywhere in society, they're going to be like, well, fucking this dude brings his phone everywhere. He's filming TikToks during school, in the bathroom, all this. Why can't I do that? You're like, well, because I fucking said so. Like, no. And then...
I don't
know. I just don't want to raise a tech zombie.
But
that's what I call people that can't look up from their phones or live a moment without fucking photographing it,
right.
or like posting it to Instagram or Snapchat or
right.
TikTok or whatever. Like,
right. But the whole dilemma and the whole like crux of what I'm having is I realize that maybe I do spend too much time on my phone. Maybe I do spend too much time on social media. But
it's weird because on Sunday, my phone gives me a fucking like notification.
Right,
like,
it tells you
screen
how much
time
you
or
use
whatever.
it. Yeah.
Every time that bitch goes down, like that brings a smile on my face.
Really?
Like, yeah, I was like, I like to see that number's going down. Like,
Right.
I'm just like, good, like awesome. It's fucking down 10% or it's down
Right.
12%. Like
this I won't give away too much about the documentary. I think everybody should see it. I think it's important.
I want to check it out because
Yeah,
I mean, like. It's what I assumed social media was anyway.
Right,
like,
but the for people that don't understand, like it, you watch it and it makes so much sense, but then you realize that yes, they have figured out a way to psychologically hack the way your brain works.
Like I used to post on Instagram shit all the time, and then like I don't know, I was just like, thought about it one day, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, there's no point. I'm doing this for an audience that like. Doesn't really care or exist.
Right.
And they're just random people that are just like stuck on their phone and they're like, oh look, pancakes. Like
but
again,
like you said, what are you gonna do? Delete your Twitch? You know, what we do is surrounded.
Right.
We need
That's why I have the shit. That's not like I don't use it, but I have all of it.
But
I'm never on any of it for more than I'm going live. This is something I did. Like,
yeah, I mean, but
I have deleted my Facebook several times.
Right.
And every time I delete it, I see somebody in public or someone's like, you don't have Facebook? Like, how am I going to keep up with you? Like, I don't know. Fucking text me. Like, I have a phone. Like, come over. Like, you know where the fuck I live. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. And I've legit reactivated my Facebook just to keep, like, in contact with certain people. That, like,
but it's just like, okay, what we do, we have this podcast. That is the only way we can have it is on the internet. And the only way we're gonna send
legit record this shit on cassettes, fucking throw them in mailers and mail them bitches out.
Fuck that. No, we're gonna do it on private like CB radio and shit.
No, not CB radio.
Like
that's
fucking,
too much.
Yeah.
Like any kind of technical difficulties could happen. We're gonna just fucking throw it on cassettes. We're gonna do this super old school.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
not like World War II old school.
And it's
a little past that. Like and not too far old school where like the 1900s. Like,
but I mean, it's not like we can send out flyers through the mail, like say, "Hey, check out our podcast."
No,
you
we're
know?
just gonna send cassettes to random addresses. But and then people are like, "What the fuck is this? A cassette?"
Yeah.
See if I have a.
How the fuck are you even gonna play a cassette in 2020?
Because everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this? What is this cassette?"
It just sounds very hipster to me at that point.
It's a mystery until they throw it in. And they're like. Oh,
Yo,
this shit's kind of funny.
It is a mystery,
and
yeah.
Then, and they pop it in. They're like, oh, like this is some fucking secret message shit. And then they listen to
play
this.
It backwards.
They listen to this and they're like, oh, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I like this. And then at the end, we'll give them contact information.
But
like here, hit us up on frequency 1.9.16.
You got to input the secret Morse code to get.
Literally, just give them. We'll just give them our IP address and have them directly connect to your computer. Oh
man, but that's the thing. Like, how do we are someone that generally we are now? I guess you say content creators.
Yeah,
you know.
I guess we are.
How the fuck?
You fucking forced me to do this. By the way.
But I told you.
At damn near gunpoint.
I told you. I did tell you. When you do this, you will see that you can reach to certain levels. Because of your game intellect and the way you can break down. I literally see people in your streams like, how do you like this game? Is this game worth getting? People asking you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
And that is the whole purpose of why I said Josh would be great as a streamer, because his knowledge of video games, it's not just he's good at playing the game. He has a knowledge of what to look for to make what game.
I've been doing the shit since like
Blockbuster days.
I got Motor. No, way before Blockbuster. Way before Blockbuster, bro. West Coast Video.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, if you know what the fuck that is, like you're old as shit.
That's bringing it back. That's bringing it back.
If you know what that is, you're old as shit. And
That's
I used to rent Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis and Nintendo games from there.
Yeah. But yeah, like it was cool because I was like, yo, we definitely have to talk about that documentary on the podcast. And it's just funny how we kind of just segued into that. But definitely check out this documentary. Now, my dilemma is I know like I spend too much time on social media and things like that, but again, I am a streamer on Twitch. Like
you're just justifying it at that point.
That's
literally another
what do I do?
I'm just saying that's another mind control trick. It's just to trick your brain into going, yeah, but I gotta do it because it's this. Like,
but what do I do? Because like Edgar,
I know. Listen. I understand. I understand how you feel, and that you are trapped. But that's a part of the trap. The justification is a step in the mind control.
Because like Edgar, like I was watching the documentary, he peeks in and he starts watching it. And you could see, like, it's starting to fuck with his brain. You literally see it, and then
you're like fuck Facebook. No, wait,
because I
can't.
No, because like the thing is, the way this setup is,
it's funny. I'm really interested to watch it now, just to see. Like,
yeah, you're gonna be like, because it's all from people who worked within Google, Facebook, Twitter,
they
Pinterest.
Explain the algorithms that you know exist, but you have no idea what the fuck it is.
Exactly.
Like every time that you mention fucking Baskin Robbins and you're scrolling Facebook and they're like, oh, 31 flavors or whatever, however many flavors it is.
Perfect way to bring it up because another thing that I was watching YouTube videos on was dopamine, like your dopamine sensors in your brain, your receptors. People are doing what they call dopamine fasting, which is the things that they find rewards in, they generally abstain from for a certain period of time. Because when they go back to them, it's almost like they're rewarding themselves for the first time ever. Right. It could be anything from using your cell phone or fucking porn or something like that. Your brain receptors are fried. And the thing is, they also use social media in a sense when you get likes or anything like that or retweeted or any sort of engagement.
You're like, yay!
Yeah, that feeds into your dopamine. That's
your first thought. Yeah.
Your
first thought is awesome.
Your first thought is validation.
They like that.
Validation.
It's cool.
Right.
They like it.
Right, exactly. But we have become people that are basically chasing these dopamine highs through phones, technology.
But we haven't become those people. Humans were always those people. Like,
yeah,
that never wasn't a thing. Like our brains always worked like
right,
that.
Right.
Like
and then but what they say is
through every era.
Right. But they say technology is exasperating it where there are people that are like in 20 years we're just gonna fucking self-destruct because whole nations now are running exclusively through Facebook and shit. Like there are nations that are just being opened to Facebook, and like you can go buy a cell phone now, and when you buy a cell phone in these third world countries like Myanmar, what they do is they give you the cell phone, they automatically download Facebook to the cell phone and open a profile for you. And these are
that's crazy.
Yeah, and these are people that have never been exposed to this type of technology. So now they see how Facebook works, which is on the surface, you're just connecting to people that are close to you that you may have never met, maybe not, or that you never met or you haven't seen in a while. You get that sort of, oh, this is what Facebook is about. But now they're being just exposed to it. So they're in the thick of, they don't realize it the way we do here in the States, which is this shit is fucked. So these like
they don't realize like we do. This shit is fucked.
Yeah, like so there are people, these experts is like, if we don't get a handle on this within 25 years, we're just gonna fucking self-implode through technology and our need to constantly be connected. And I get that. Like I get that I probably need to.
I mean, like it's too late. That's already a thing. Like that's what I'm saying.
Like, is late. It too late?
Yeah. Go anywhere and leave your phone here.
Cause like the whole time I'm watching the documentary, I'm like, I'm not picking up my fucking phone. Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, leave your house though. Like leave here. Like go anywhere.
Right.
Go to the store. Go to Acme, ShopRite, whatever, Walmart. Leave your phone here.
Right.
You won't do it. Go to a bar. Just leave your phone here. You're not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna do it. If you make sure that you have nothing else, you'll make sure you have your phone before everything.
Right. And it's just crazy, like you said, like it's the trap because.
And if you do forget your phone, you think that your phone is like blowing up. Like you in your brain, you're just like, I need to get back to it.
Right.
Because what's happening?
Right.
I don't know what's happening on my phone.
And then what happens when you go back and it wasn't? It was dry.
Literally
as fuck.
nothing's happening. Yeah, it was
dry as fuck. You know.
You're like, oh, if I had it, it would be different.
Yeah.
That's what people's brains automatically assume. Like.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird.
I would have been able to hit people up. I couldn't hit anybody up.
Right, so that's why
hit me up.
It's the justification of why you need it.
Right.
But again, it's like, well, what the fuck do I do? Because Edgar was watching the documentary and you see in his mind.
You're just stuck.
You see in his mind like what they're talking about and how it's clicking.
It feels like there's no middle ground.
But
like you're either a person who carries their phone on them for most of their life, or you're one of those dudes who lives in the woods.
Yeah.
Like, you're one of those,
there's
like,
no
mountain
middle
man.
class.
There's no middle ground. There's no, like, guy that occasionally leaves his phone at home on Tuesdays. Like, that dude doesn't exist. It's either the dude who always has his phone on him because he's like, bro, I could get into an accident or something. Whatever reason. I need to like things on Facebook. I get bored sometimes. I could die. Like, if I could get lost.
Right.
Whatever justification they come with, their phone is on them. Or it's the person who's just like, I don't need technology for anything. I'm going to live in this tree.
Yeah, man, we're too fucking stuck. We're stuck in the mainframe, you know. But it's funny because like he was watching the documentary and it's clicking and it's making sense of how dangerous all is. But then the way our setup is, we have both of our desks in the room here, so he's watching it. He's understanding. Okay, this is all fucked. And then he looks at all of his stuff, like his laptop, his whole setup, his RGB setup. He goes, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like,
like,
no, it wasn't even like, oh, I fucked up. He's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? like I have no choice.
That's it.
I have no choice. And it's almost as like there are a lot of people that don't have a choice. I bet there are a lot of people in this world that Twitch or content creation is their last line of defense. Like, this is the last...
I was going to say, probably for a lot of people, like, I know a lot of people on Twitch have degrees, like, and they're just like, I'm doing this. Like,
yeah, but no, I'm saying this is for a lot of people, and at times I feel this way, it's like the last attempt to make something of yourself from your own creation, not fucking the grind of a 9-to-5... working in an office and making.
What are you saying, that most people are doing that, or?
I feel like
I'm confused as to what your statement right now is.
My statement is I feel like most people feel like
Twitch is the last.
Yeah, like
not necessarily. I mean,
in the way
personally, I wouldn't say that. I'm saying like, I can only speak for myself. That's what I'm saying, and I'm saying like personally, I wouldn't feel like that. Like I don't feel like that because like. I feel like this would just be either a stepping stone or the beginning of something. But
that's a logical way of thinking. Like
yeah, because like if I get notification, or I mean, if I get like noticed on Twitch and like big or whatever, like you think about starting a business or like
no, and that's you have goals in mind, but you know it's gonna take steps to get there,
right?
You know, but I feel like there are a lot of people.
Oh, they're like, if I hit affiliate, like I can get subs, and when I get subs, I win.
But not only that, but like you know, there are people out there that never fit into the 9-to-5 mold or go to college mold and make something of themselves.
I mean, that's not the only way to make something yourself too, though. So.
But that's
college is a big fucking trick. Like,
yeah, no. But that's the societal manipulation.
You could spend a bunch of money and still end up not using it. Like
they tell you in life, you go to school, get a job, start a family, get promotions, make money, have a savings, retire, and then you die. You know, that's like societal manipulation that's the steps in life that you have to take. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
some people believe that. I don't.
Not everybody does, but a vast majority of society, and that's why people who don't understand the whole content creation and streaming and they look at it and go, "Oh, you expect to make money that way?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they've been tricked. But then on the flip side of it, I feel like there are a lot of people that are out there like, I've never been one to be able to get a 9-to-5. Like, I can't be in the office, promotions. Like, I need to do something myself. I don't know how. This is like my last attempt. You know, because at a certain age,
I just think it's an attempt. I don't think it's anybody's like last.
I
like
feel
last ditch effort, because like there's, even if you don't fit in that mold, like Twitch isn't necessarily, like you said, you can create any kind of content.
Right.
You can cook. You can fucking play music. You can draw. You can do anything that you happen to be good at. Like, so it doesn't necessarily have to be Twitch and video games, like, in general. You could start a YouTube where you fucking cook different dishes with different shit every week, and people will watch that. Like,
and the thing is too, like, what I'm learning as well,
it's so easy nowadays with the internet, like, to get caught up in the needing to be number one.
Validated.
Yeah, validated. Or it's also just as easy to just take your passions and turn them into something.
Right.
Because it's never been easier to take something that you enjoy and then make money off of it.
Right. Right.
Like, in history.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's
never been easier.
That's mainly what I tell people, like, is when you start to talk to kids especially, like, I wish someone was real with them and say, whatever you love, you know, when they get to that high school age where
there's a lane for it.
Yeah, like, and I'm not talking about kids, like young kids. I'm talking about like high school kids that are on the cusp of, okay, they kind of have to figure out which way they want their life direction to go because they're basically on their own now. They're adults. My philosophy is take whatever you love and figure out how to make money with it, you know? And that way you're happy, but you also gain a sense of business acumen because you started something from the ground up. And this is why I understand why a lot of content creators are like, yeah, you got to do stuff outside of Twitch. There are a lot of people in the Twitch universe that are like, this shit is not self-sufficient. This Twitch stuff, if they don't figure it out, it's gonna tank. And the thing is, with Twitch, you got to understand who owns Twitch. Amazon. If Amazon sees that Twitch is becoming a bigger loss than what it already is, because the business model of Twitch when it comes to, subscriptions and bits, cheers, donations, all that stuff, if you scope it out, it's probably not a sustainable business model, you know, in terms of how are we making more money than we're dishing out?
Not necessarily. Because they get profits on exposure that you give them. They don't provide none of the equipment.
Right.
They don't provide the internet access. They have no cost.
Right.
You're giving them money for free. So it's very sustainable.
Right. But the thing was that it wasn't like Twitch. It wasn't sustainable for Twitch on its own. And this is why they're starting to do the thing with the pre-roll ads and the mid-roll ads in between streams. That's only been a month in existence. But
do we get revenue for that? Because
we get like 2 cents an ad.
Okay, because like at the end I saw that like as the ad was like closing my stream, it said to watch the whole thing to support this stream, and I was like, what? Support me how?
Yeah.
How does that support me? I have no business dealings with Buick. Like, this doesn't support me at all. Close this shit.
Now they got like condom ads and fucking we get like 2 cents an ad or something like that. Okay. Nothing.
Exactly. See, they don't make 2 cents.
Yeah.
They make way more than 2 cents for that. So it's free. It's free money to Amazon.
But what it is like people are like, it is going to push the content creators. Like me and you, I don't give a fuck if there's an ad. I can't control that. My content,
I control it.
Like
I click the button every once in a while.
My content is.
I do it if I'm like about to go to the bathroom or something. I'll just hit the 60 seconds and then go to.
That's what it's there for.
Oh, okay.
But
okay. Then I'm using it correctly. See, look, fuck it up.
And that's what it's there for. But I mean, like I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, I don't want no ads on my content. Fuck that. Like, who the fuck am I? Like, you know, like fuck. Like,
I'm like, okay,
whatever. But there are bigger content creators that are.
All you
like,
have to do is just not hit affiliate. Because I didn't have ads before affiliate.
But there are
Oh, you don't want ads on your shit? Okay. Don't accept this affiliate shit when you even if you hit it.
I want to talk about that.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess you just would never get subs. You're just like, yeah, I got fucking 64,000 followers on Twitch, but nobody can sub to me because I never accepted the affiliate position.
Like, I guess if you don't accept
exactly, you have to click and go through and like actually do it.
You have to put in your tax information and shit.
Right, so like if you don't do it, you're just like, nah, fuck that.
I'm gonna do that.
No, fuck that.
If
get a secondary Twitch and no affiliate run.
If there is a chance that I, with the stuff that I make on Twitch, can build up a sustainable community where it's like a bunch of people, I don't even think I would want to be like a Twitch partner. Like, that freaks me the fuck out.
Why?
Because as a Twitch partner, you deal with a whole lot of shit that's not necessarily anything about what you're doing.
But a lot of money, though.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but a lot of money, though. Way more than being an affiliate.
But, like, in terms of sanity...
You have to average 75 viewers.
Yes. And it's not even... But I'm talking about you're going to have to deal with the trolls. You know...
Mods, bro. This all goes back to the first episode. Like
mods.
Yeah, mods is the first step, bro. Then you don't have to deal with shit. Josh, yep. Yeah, and then you won't even have to do that at a certain point because as soon as I see it, it's like, nah.
It terrifies me.
I'm fucking modding my own shit. You want to be famous? Get the fuck out of here.
I saw that. That was funny too. But it's just like I look at like what certain Twitch partners have to deal with. Especially like the women that are Twitch partners, the women gamers, the way they get treated is just
disgusting.
It's disgusting. I mean, like, but what I'm learning is whatever fandom, whatever subsect of whatever you like, you're always gonna find those bad people that just make it not fun. I mean, I found it in wrestling, and it's what sort of drove me out of the wrestling community. It had nothing to do with wrestling itself.
Right.
It's just the community.
I don't want to be associated with that.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to be associated with any of it.
Right.
Wrestling right now is just... you got bad people, and then you got people that nothing is boosting the wrestling itself. It's not boosting the wrestling community. It's not boosting any of the products or anything. It's like that. It's really just self-serving, look at me validation. Which is why all this drama starts on Twitter. This stupid shit like, oh, you can't make fun of anybody posting anything for wrestling Twitter after dark. What? Like, yeah, like you can't body shame anyone. But I'm like, on the surface of it, what does any of this shit have to do with wrestling itself, period? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's like you're fighting over dumb shit. Then you got like, this dude is a pedophile. This dude is a rapist.
Oh my God.
This dude is, and it's just like, fuck, man, this place is fucked up. You know?
I mean, wrestling's always had a really checkered past.
Right. But I'm saying in terms of a fandom, I'm not going to allow myself to let that affect me at all. Like, I want none of that shit. So if, like, being a Twitch partner creates more drama for you as people just generally hating...
Bro, you, like, just hit affiliate and you already got Twitch drama, so...
Yeah.
Save it.
Yeah,
Save it. You're already dealing with Twitch drama, so what are you going to do?
It's weird.
Nothing. You're going to do nothing.
It's just fucking...
You're going to be a partner. Shut up.
I don't want to.
You're gonna accept your little contract and you're like, give me dollars.
I don't want to. It just seems like.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, like I hear
right.
there's a lot of things like that are like, I don't know. It's just.
All right, welcome to partnership.
Where the money? I want that Jeff Bezos
right
money. I want that Jeff Bezos money.
Your contract personally, he's gonna be like, hey, Erik, noticed you were ghosting around.
Like a ghost, baby.
Sign here on the dotted line. Yeah, exactly. Look, you already switched. You already changed your whole position. He wasn't going to be a partner. Now he's signing on the dotted line. It took 34 seconds.
See, we're talking crazy because, like you said, I just hit affiliate like last month or something like that.
You're already dealing with drama, so fuck it. You're going to deal with drama anyway.
Might
as well get paid for it.
I mean, that drama got dealt with pretty quickly, and all I had to do was laugh. So it's like, it's straight. Like, I mean, I
got messages and shit afterwards, so you're lying.
I did. I got messages, but it's like
you're dealt with.
What am I gonna do? I couldn't respond to the message. I read it. It is what it is. Boom, boom, bang. I went back to doing my thing.
And that's how it's gonna be when you're fucking a partner. Like,
I think
it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna be like, oh, what's that? Drama? All right, mod deleted. All right, nothing. Don't gotta deal with it.
I think it's just weird because, like, a lot of the.
That social dilemma fucked you up.
Yeah, it did. It really did. Because I'm talking social dilemma. It's like a lot of...
You don't want to get trapped, but you're already trapped. So, like, stop.
No, I knew...
Stop resisting.
That's the thing.
Stop resisting.
I know I'm trapped, but it's like, is there a way out? Like... No. Is there
Can you reform society?
No.
All right, then.
That's what they say.
Shut the fuck up and join in. That's basically the gist of it. Like, if you can't reform it, you
better join Hydra. You got no choice. You know,
can't beat them, join them.
That's what they said, though. It's like Facebook. It is good.
You can just be real reluctant, like I am.
But you still.
I am, right.
But the thing is, it's like
I'm one of them, but but I'm reluctant. Like I said, be reluctant, like me, where it's like, yeah, I got a Facebook, but like I'll never update that bitch. And if I do, it's like a meme.
I share memes. That's all.
I was like, but I mean, I share one like once every 2 months or once a month. Like, I don't fucking know.
Mostly you share the memes in the Discord, which everybody should join.
Right. That's why. Because I'm on Discord. I don't give a
but it's like that trap, man. That trap is.
We in it, bro. We were born in it. Well, actually, we weren't born in it. We were born before the trap. The trap was literally laid and set right in front of our eyes.
And this is what most people don't get about our generation specifically.
And then we were snared.
They don't get about our generation specifically. In terms of technology, we experienced what it was like before it.
Which is kind of crazy that we were like, I say fortunate enough to be like before the internet and like computers and shit, and then during and to where it's grown.
Right.
Like,
we're right in that sweet spot.
Having seen that pinnacle of like technology evolution, like, is really cool and super fortunate. Like,
but are the robots going to take over?
And if they do, it might be when I'm gone. So fuck it.
No, it's gotta be.
So we were literally in the sweet spot where there was no technology. We were like, yeah, we could experience this for like 10, 12 years. That's cool. And then technology took over, and we were like, oh wow, technology is cool for like the next 9 years. And then like 10 years after that, we were like, technology's kind of scary, guys.
I'm hitting my scary point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think what tipped it off was that fucking Gundam statue starting to move in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna move that slow though. Like,
but if they got that motherfucker to move, they'll figure out how to make it move fast. They will.
No.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
The robots are taking over, man. They won't. The robots are taking over.
They'll figure out how to make it move fast. Physics exists.
They'll figure
Physics exists. There's no way it could be made of metal or anything fucking solid and move quickly. That's physics. That's science.
It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. You're thinking of some anime shit where there's a super light alloy that could have a fucking robot sprinting down. No. You're gonna get a robot that goes. You're gonna get a robot that goes.
What's gonna happen?
And he's gonna have like one missile pod on him. He's gonna shoot like one rocket and not reload because he's a fucking robot that has no fucking extra ammunition.
Hey, if you can think it, you can make it.
Yeah, all right. you keep believing that shit.
You think I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore. Fucking,
that shit will be nothing more than an art
on the flip
installation.
side of how cool it is to live in that sweet spot of technology, we're also a generation that has lived through countless moments of domestic terrorism, to economic collapses. We're currently in the middle of an economic collapse. We're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, a global.
Hey, listen, people had to deal with plagues and all kinds of shit. So
Yeah, but
we're fortunate. We're fortunate.
I'm glad you could find the optimism and like. I think my optimism is at this point. It's like I got nothing else. Like, fuck it, you know. Like, what else is left? I mean, 2020 has been absolutely just fucked. I mean, look at this past week. We lost Road Warrior Animal. We lost Gale Sayers, the Hall of Fame NFL running back. We lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg. 3 weeks ago, we lost Chadwick Boseman.
People die every day, dog.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant.
Whether they're famous or not, people die every single day.
And that's another thing I was.
A lot of people died in 2019 too.
Yeah, that's who died in 2019. That was big. A lot of people died. But anyway,
I mean, in general.
Yeah,
like,
and
people lose people every single day. Like, them being famous doesn't exacerbate their fucking death.
And that's sort of like on a like Alan Watts sort of scale of whatever the fucking meaning of life is. The main thing is people. I feel like people are, like you said earlier, we're becoming tech zombies and fucking, but we're not realizing like the shit.
Oh yeah, look, listen, I'm such a tech zombie that because I couldn't buy a PS5, and this is gonna segue into another story.
Yes,
this is gonna segue into another segment called "I am now the owner of a pre-order for an Xbox Series X."
So basically, the score is 1-0 Xbox.
Not really, because I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5.
No, but I'm saying in terms of, let's say if we're scaling them out, if we're talking, okay,
availability. I don't even know, because like I feel like I got lucky anyway, because I still had to mash the fucking pre-order button.
But you got one.
But I did get one. That's true.
You got one.
I did get one.
So,
but I mean, I feel like that could have easily happened on the PlayStation shit too. But if I was like lucky enough.
But it didn't. That's the point, though.
Yeah, but that's not indicative of Xbox versus PlayStation.
No, you don't think so?
No, not at all.
More so.
Because wouldn't that be? I was gonna say, if anything, wouldn't that be a point for PlayStation? That I literally pre-ordered my Xbox hours after they went live on Best Buy. I went to pre-order my PlayStation 2 minutes after the pre-orders went live and could not.
But I'm saying in terms of a point in terms of you as the customer, you were able to actually get the item that you wanted.
It's not their fault that bots exist.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. You're talking about like social media confusing you. Like, you can't even fucking buy stuff anymore because there are robots that are there to buy it as soon as it goes live.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you do against that? What the fuck do you do against that?
If the fucking Gundam isn't going to take over,
right.
There are technology robots that are going to... One way or another, the robots are fucking taking over.
Yeah, okay. I mean, they fucking go on Amazon and, like, cut off our supply. But that still goes to somebody. Like, a person gets that eventually. Like, the robots aren't doing it by themselves.
So you were able
There are dickheads controlling the robots that are doing that.
True. All right, so take us through... your journey into purchasing the new Xbox
Series X. Okay.
Right.
So, I had no intention of buying an Xbox. Like,
I like how that starts.
Even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about it at all. I had no intention at all of buying a Series X. Like,
you really didn't need to.
I literally didn't give a fuck. Like, I was like, I don't care. No, I'm not buying that. Like, why would I do that? My computer, blah blah blah. My computer, this, and then like I thought about it, and I was like, my computer's not playing shit in like 4K at 120 frames.
Yeah.
I was like, with the Game Pass, would I really even need to buy games?
No.
Like, I got Game Pass already, so like that comes with Xbox Live and shit now. They just got Bethesda. Bethesda's fucking throwing in. I was like, Bethesda's throwing in some Game Pass games. I was like, this might be all right. And like, this was the day that the pre-orders went live.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just gonna go on Best Buy and see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went on Best Buy, the yellow pre-order button was there instead of like the gray coming soon. When like you can't get them, it's gray. And I saw the like yellow pre-order button, and I was like, oh, let me get the. I was like, I'm gonna probably get the all digital version, right? And I was like, fuck it, like it's $300. Like that's crazy price. And then I thought about that, and I was like, well, that doesn't do 4K. It does 1440. And, like, it's a little downgraded. Like, it's not like the PlayStation where you get the same exact console, just no discs.
Right.
It's a little bit worse than the Series X.
Yeah, that's interesting because I was going to ask you, like...
Yeah, the Series S is just a little bit less than the...
But you can't play in 4K.
You can't play in 4K. I think it goes from, like, what was it, 12 teraflops? To like 2 or 4. It's like something significantly less. Like, yeah, I was like,
it's only $100 price difference, right?
No, it's like $200 because it's $500 for the Series X and $300 for the Series S.
Okay.
So I was just like, yeah, let me try. Like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the Series S, like the digital version. And I like was like clicking on I clicked on the button, and it was like error, like can't do it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like the same shit, like whatever.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna click it for like a little bit. And like after a few clicks, it went into my cart. And I was like, oh shit, like that's cool. And I clicked check out, and it took me to the next screen like no problem. And I was like, oh, I can really buy this right now. Like I was literally at the last screen on the Series S, and I was like, so like if I press check out, like I would legit purchase this right now. I was like,
Best Buy kind of sus.
And then I was sitting there thinking about it, and then I started thinking about the Series S compared to the Series X and how it wasn't really an upgrade for my computer. Like my computer could probably do what the Series S is gonna do.
Right.
I want the next gen shit. Like I want the newest shit. So I was like, this would be a waste of my money. Like I'd be throwing $300 away just to have an Xbox. Like nah, fuck that. Like I want an actual upgrade if I'm gonna spend the money anyway. So I just went back. And I was like, let me see if I can add a Series X to my cart. And I like clicked it a few times, and I was like clicking it a bunch, and then a screen popped up, and it was like, you can only have one of these in your cart. And I was like, oh fuck, the Series S was still in my cart. So technically, I got another Xbox to appear that I wouldn't like, you know what I mean? That I could have purchased if it was
tapping into the mainframe.
Yeah, I was like, if my shit was like empty, and I was like, oh fuck, okay. Go back, remove it, and as soon as I removed the Series S, I was like, this is going to be the time where they're sold out and I'm fucked. Because I had the one, and I had to take it out to try and get this other one. This is where I'm fucked, pretty much, right? And then I went back, and I clicked the shit a bunch of times, and it was saying the same shit, error. And then the Series X went in my cart, and I was like, okay. Clicked check out, right? Was sitting there, like, looking at it for a minute, and I was like, click check out again, and it brought me to the payment information. And I was like, I'll take the 18 months no interest. And I'll just pay this bitch off like over time. Fuck it. Like if I don't have to drop it all at once.
Right.
And then I was like, I hit check out, and I was like, this is where like I kept expecting it to fuck up and like not give me the shit. And I clicked it, and it was like yeah, it's pre-ordered. It'll be delivered to you on November 10th. Like, blow. And I was like, I guess I got it.
It's coming.
I looked at my I went back to the Best Buy app, and I looked at my like credit available, and 500 was gone, and I was like, I went to the purchases, and it has it right there. Series X will deliver it to you November 10th, and I was like, all right, great. So like I did this 2 days ago. Literally every morning when I wake up, I open the Best Buy app and see if the purchase is still there, because like I'm waiting for them to cancel it.
Yeah,
but
which they can,
not.
which I've heard they've done before with people.
Not Best Buy.
No, but
Amazon does it, and Walmart does it a lot.
They'll cancel your shit.
Yeah, they'll cancel your shit just because they're like, oh, we sold too many. Sorry. Here's your money back.
I love that.
Yeah, we sold too many. Here's your money back. Like, bitch, I don't want my money. Like,
I want my shit.
The reason I gave you this money originally was to get that. Like, I don't fucking want my money.
I want my shit. Give me my shit.
Just send me that. Like.
But
man. Yeah, I fucking pre-ordered it, and it's still there after 2 days. So I'm gonna check in a week and see.
There you go.
And then just wait till November 10th and hope that it fucking shows up.
Well, you brought it up. Microsoft purchased Bethesda.
Yeah, for $7 billion.
$7.5 billion and they paid in cash.
I mean, how?
That's what I thought, and then
Yeah,
I was like, wait a second, it's Microsoft.
Yeah, but I know, but it still doesn't make any sense. Like, what bank did they withdraw that cash
I don't know,
from?
but according to this article,
I think they just mean it wasn't in like stock trades or like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't any kind of like liquidation shit. They just gave them the money.
But why wouldn't they just say they just paid $7 in cash? Would, to me, infer that
I promise you, no one showed up with a fucking
truck
with multiple trucks. $7.5 billion isn't fitting in one truck.
Well, Microsoft to buy Bethesda for $7.5 billion to boost Xbox. It's the most expensive video game deal ever.
Right. There's no way they paid cash money though.
No. Microsoft Corp said Monday it plans to acquire ZeniMax Media Incorporated, owner of the storied video game publisher Bethesda Softworks, for $7.5 billion in cash, marking its biggest video game purchase ever. This is from Bloomberg.
Right. They don't mean in cash dollars. They don't mean paper money.
They don't mean paper money.
They mean it's not a liquidation of assets or anything.
So what, they give them like stock bonds or something?
They give them money. It's a transfer from account to account.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like they wire them $7.5 billion.
Right. Okay, yeah.
But it's not them bringing like
I get
rocket
that.
ship full of cash.
But still, no.
Like,
No, but the thing
just
is,
drop it on
no,
them.
but that's still in my mind. Like, I get that.
Right. Okay.
But it's still,
I thought like in my mind,
you thought like
because you said like they're in cash money, and I was like, no, it's not money. Like paper dollars.
But for me, it's like, why isn't it just like a regular business acquisition? Like, like why isn't it a business?
Oh, because they're buying them out. They're not like ZeniMax
doesn't want
is part of Microsoft now.
Yeah.
They're not trading them options or anything like that. Like, you have no options. Like,
your company's done.
Yeah, I was like, if you take this deal, if you sign this paper,
okay, so it's
us.
not like
it's
they
Microsoft.
don't have, okay.
Like, ZeniMax, Bethesda will pop up on the shit as the publisher, and then Microsoft Studios will pop up right behind it. Like,
right, and the thing is too, Bethesda already had a staff of like 2,300 people. Yeah. They were like one of the biggest staffed video game developers,
which is crazy because their games are really lazily made.
That's what everybody said. That's what everybody said. Everybody was like, well,
they've been using the same engine since like Oblivion, which was like the beginning of Xbox 360.
Jeez. So the main hope is that obviously this gives them a boost.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are hoping that they can rework these titles to actually give them a more completed feel.
You mean like the IPs?
Yeah,
themselves,
like the IPs.
Yeah, get them on like Unity or like Unreal Engine or some shit. Like, get them away from whatever the fuck that like Bethesda RPG engine is, because that shit sucks. It's mad buggy all the time. Like, every time they release like a new RPG, like Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim or like Fallout or whatever, like they use the same engine. It's just so shoddy. Like,
a friend of mine, who is a Mixer transplant to Twitch. Mm-hmm. A lot of his content when he was on Mixer was the Elder Scrolls. And they were constantly waiting for that shit to get like reported and fixed,
like patched and shit. Yeah,
patched and shit.
I mean, Skyrim's come out 17 times.
Right,
so.
It's never fixed. But the moment Mixer goes down and he loses all of his content, there is when they actually do something that can potentially fix it and would have probably made his content.
When the Witcher edition came out, like new or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, that it could be worked in that they're gonna be. Right. That's one of the titles that they're gonna.
I don't know if it was the Steam version or some shit came out where they like.
He was saying something about it needing to be reported
or some shit. Yeah, I don't remember.
It needed to be reported or something like that. But his main thing was, I spent so much time making content over on Mixer that shut down, and then when you finally fix the things that we need for
content,
for content, I can't even do it. I'm basically building my community up from the beginning.
Yeah, I hope you guys like Skyrim. So the people that were watching me definitely did.
They're not here no more.
But I mean, chances are they are.
That's one thing I was hoping, because like I was looking at because
I've followed streamers to different platforms, and I barely follow streamers. So, like, I know if somebody was watching them, like, every day, that, like, as soon as they were like, oh, Mixture's going down, they were like, are you going to be on Twitch? Are you going to be on Facebook?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We talked about that last week, but that was a big thing. Like, a lot of Mixer people were afraid because apparently, you know, when you go to Twitch, I mean, you're associated with the big bad wolf of Amazon and capitalism and things like that, and it's no different from fucking you had the choice of going to Facebook gaming and fucking gaming for the lizard people. Like, like, you know what I'm saying?
We become a conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't even know what the conspiracy is. I just like calling Facebook people lizard people. It's just funny to me. I have no idea. I have no idea what any of it means. I just think it's funny that they refer to them as lizard people. It's just fucking great. Oh man, that to the point was like someone was saying on a status like, oh, they can't share one of my statuses because it has a GIF attached to it. What do they do? And I'm like, I don't know. Ask the fucking lizard people. Like, what do you want from me? But speaking of social media and tech zombies, this podcast is now available on a whole bunch of different platforms.
So if you're a tech zombie,
like I'm closely becoming one,
here's some digital brains.
There you go. This podcast, I'm trying to find all the places. It's available on Spotify. It's available on Overcast, Google Podcast. I'm trying to find all the places that it's available on because like they keep sending me. What's cool about this app, and I'm sounding like a tech zombie right now. What's cool about this app is that it notifies you of all the places your podcast is available on. So all you got to do is whatever
you're see that red number and then read off the list.
There you go. There you go. Just go ahead, search for the Two Dope Nerds podcast, whatever podcast platform you use, and you'll be able to find it. If you can't find it, just hit us up and we'll shoot you over the link. Now, Josh, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at GG_Anubis or Twitch at twitch.tv/GG_Anubis. Also, I forgot to actually spell it out for you guys because it's not Anubis like ANUBIS. It's GG_ANOOBIS, as in Anubis, like a noob.
Like a noob game?
Right.
Okay. All right.
So, like, yeah, I never differentiated that last week, and I feel like that was important.
There you go. Just to let you guys know, this podcast is available on Google Podcast, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public as of now. And then there are going to be more feeds that it's going to be added to, like Apple Podcasts and things like that. So all you got to do is search Two Dope Nerds, and you'll be able to subscribe there and listen to our rantings about...
Our rantings and ramblings about...
Whatever.
The lizard people.
The lizard people, tech zombies.
Tekken.
Tech
zombies, Tekken. How...
We're planning to eat chicken wings.
How we're going to eat chicken wings. Now we're planning. We're going to do it.
You guys, whoever's listening to this, you guys have to like will us.
No, we're gonna eat chicken wings. I'm willing it. I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
if y'all will it or not, I'm getting chicken.
But we have to get a massive amount. I'm thinking like a 50 bomb of wings.
That's not even a lot.
That's not a lot.
I could eat 50 wings
by yourself.
Probably.
Holy shit.
I've definitely eaten 50 chicken nuggets on several occasions.
Yeah, I had to. Once the McDonald's was like, you can get 50
at
one time.
For real, I was like, oh, challenge accepted, bitch. Like,
yeah, I felt like I felt like they were personally calling me out.
They definitely were.
Like, yo, you can't eat. We're gonna give you a 50 box. I bet you can't eat it.
I feel like every commercial was that too. They were like 50-piece nuggets.
It's
can't eat them with one person. I was like, bitch, yes, I can.
It's fucking consumer hacking, bro.
Right.
The lizard people.
Right.
It all comes back around. It all comes
only
back
works
around.
if you let it, and if you really like chicken nuggets.
I really do like chicken nuggets. What was that whole thing? Chicken nuggets were made out of pink slime?
Oh yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like chicken compost, basically.
It tastes good, especially when you dunk it in some sweet and sour sauce.
I don't care. People think they're gonna get me like, dude, that's cat. Like, cat's delicious. Sorry, I apologize to that cat. I didn't know I was eating it, but it tasted really good. Not saying I would do it again, but If you sneak it in there, I might fucking fall for it. Sorry.
Fuck it. Anyway, you can find me. I'm available all across the board on social media. Twitter and Instagram, Erik the Ghost _ Erik with a K. Erik. No C. I don't play that shit. So again, Erik the Ghost _ on Twitter and Instagram. Also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Erik the Ghost. Right now, I don't really have a schedule because I'm unemployed.
His schedule's always.
It's just
He's streaming all the time.
I
just turn your camera on.
Dude,
go about your whole fucking day.
I gotta show you.
Take a nap, whatever.
I gotta show you a video of this streamer named Asian Andy. He did a sleep stream where if you wanted to donate to his stream, it would play this loud, obnoxious noise while he was sleeping. He broke the record for most money donated during a sleep stream. I'll have to show you this video because it had me and Edgar in tears. We were literally in tears because this dude was getting tormented. But it was so fucking funny. But anyway.
See what people do for money?
For money. I'm a whore for money. All right. Next thing you know, my giblets will be all over OnlyFans. Stay tuned for the link. But anyway, like I said, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Erik the Ghost. Every month, for new and current subscribers, you're entered into a giveaway to win a shirt from my merch store. September is coming to a close. Remember, people, if you sub on Twitch during the month of September, it's only going to cost you like $3 instead of the
$3.99. Yeah,
$3.99 instead of the $4.99.
You save $1.
Save $1. Help me out. I'm poor.
It's better on multiple month packages though.
Yeah, you save
more money.
You save more money. I'm begging you for subs, but I'm telling you, I think my content, at least in the gaming sense, is pretty worth it. I'm very entertaining. Josh is also very entertaining as well.
No, I'm not, but I'm working on it.
No, it's super entertaining when he plays League and he just starts raging the fuck out. Like that one clip I got the other day of you.
Oh yeah, this
one.
one. There, that one was really funny. That one was fucking hilarious. You know what's funny? I didn't even remember like doing that. You know what I mean? Like I got into such a fucking rage that when you posted that clip, I was like, I'll watch it later. And then I watched it, I was like, holy shit, that's fucking great.
It was literally like he blue screened and just had a 404.
I did. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, target that person. Like, they were like running past them, and I was just like, are you all blind? Like, this person's walking up behind you, about to murder all of you. Like, turn around and kill them. And they were just like, nope, we're gonna die.
Contrary to what you think, he's not talking about Among Us. He's talking about League.
Yeah.
Since Among Us is taking over the universe. But we'll leave it at that. Check out the podcast. Let us know what you think. Also, you guys can let us know what you want us to talk about. On the platform that we use for the podcast, Anchor, there is a section that if you sub to it, you can actually leave us a voice message with whatever your thoughts are about whatever, and then we'll talk about it on the show.
Yep.
So
whatever your thoughts are about whatever.
And
then we'll tell you our thoughts on whatever.
Because basically that's what we should have just named this podcast about whatever.
Our thoughts on whatever.
Yeah, because that's basically it. It's
the first episode we're gonna rename the podcast Winging It. And this one we're gonna rename it whatever.
We're like the Orange Cassidy of podcasts.
Yeah. ...
Whatever. Thumbs up. He's Josh. I'm Erik. And we'll see you next week.
Till next time.
Adios.